Please welcome our student graduands. You may remain seated.
Fire!
Please stand if you are able for the entry of the academic procession. Thank you. Please be seated. I would like to take a moment to review a few housekeeping announcements. We are pleased to provide a live webcast of this ceremony for all family and friends who are unable to join us in person today. Welcome to all those who are viewing this ceremony online. There is a quiet room for parents, children, and others who wish to use the space and view the proceedings by live stream on the second floor. We also have first aid responders present. Our volunteers will assist you should you require attention.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Todd Maunder. I'm the President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Winnipeg, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here to the 124th Convocation of the U of W. I'd like to acknowledge, before we begin proceedings, that we're gathered on Treaty 1 land in the heart of the Métis homeland, and that the water we depend on is sourced from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation. This acknowledgement reflects our commitment as individuals and as a university to work together with Indigenous peoples on a path of reconciliation founded on trusting, meaningful relationships and mutual respect. Part of that commitment relates to welcoming and supporting Indigenous students, and it's wonderful to see many proudly graduating today. Before addressing graduands, I'd like first to recognize members of the platform party, and I'd ask each of them to wave their hand to show the crowd. First, Chancellor Barb Gammy, University of Winnipeg Board of Regents Chair Stefan Jonasson, University of Winnipeg Alumni Association President Brent Corrigan, Honorary Degree Recipient the Honorable Patricia Bovey, Professor Emerita Recipient Dr. Peggy Day, Staff and Faculty Award recipients Dr. Ross Stockey and Stephanie Rozzi, and members of our senior administration, Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Pavlina Radia, Acting Vice President Research and Innovation, Dr. Jamie Cedro, and Vice President Finance and Administration, Mr. Navinder Basra. They're joined on the platform by other members of the university's senior administration, including Associate Vice Presidents, Deans, Associate Deans, along with student leaders and faculty members. All have played an essential role in supporting the achievements we're gathered here today to honor. In addition to members of the platform party, I'd like to acknowledge and thank all members of the University of Winnipeg community, faculty, instructors, and staff, whose daily care and commitment support student development and success in ways both large and small. Convocation represents one of the proudest days of the year for every member of the University of Winnipeg community, as it acknowledges the success of students in reaching their hard-won goal, a goal toward which they've worked for years. Now to graduands, we're gathered here today to honor and celebrate your success in reaching your goal. This is a significant accomplishment by any standard and an important milestone in your life. Each of you has faced unique challenges in your journey, but your hard work and determination has carried you through and brought you here to this moment. In addition to the character you've demonstrated in reaching your goal, you've also acquired a foundation of knowledge and skills on which you can build your future. We know from the success of our alumni that University of Winnipeg graduates are exceptionally well prepared to pursue advanced study and careers in a diverse range of fields. Many alum, some present here today, have moved into prominent positions in our city, our province, and beyond. I'm confident that you, like those who have graduated before you, have received an education that's prepared you to find your path and make an impact on the world. Now, your path may not always be clearly mapped out, and some of you may be certain of your next steps, and others of you may not. Wherever your journey leads you, trust that the education you've received here, the community connections you've made at the U of W will serve you well. It's important to recognize that not every step will represent a monumental success. Embrace setbacks and challenges not as endpoints, but as learning opportunities and detours on the way to your next achievement. Believe in yourself. Have confidence in what you've learned, in what you can do, and in what you can contribute to the world. As you move ahead, I invite you to keep Nelson Mandela's words in mind, that what counts in life is not the mere fact that we've lived, it's what difference we've made in the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Which is to say, your best self is evident not only in major accomplishments, but also in your day-to-day life and your relationships with others. We live in a wonderful world and country, but nevertheless must grapple with the harms of war, famine, hate, discrimination, and rapidly increasing levels of polarization and intolerance. I urge you to apply the knowledge you've gained, your experience in a university where diversity is valued and respected, and the critical thinking and listening skills you developed here to lead change. Embrace our common humanity, even in the face of differences and disagreement. Recognize that complex problems rarely have simple solutions, that facts matter more than social media posts, that character and integrity are more important than labels, and that we're never stronger than when we love, care for, and support one another. In addition to congratulating our graduating class, I'd also like to acknowledge family and friends without whom the success we celebrate today would have been much more difficult or even impossible to achieve. So as much as we're gathered here to honor graduates, we also honor the tremendously important role family and friends have played in their accomplishments. And I'd like to ask all graduates to join me in a round of applause to show appreciation for the support you've received. Graduates, we're grateful to have had you study and learn with us here at the U of W. We're better for the talents, the enthusiasm, and the passion you've brought to our campus. I invite you to find a quiet moment today or tomorrow to reflect on your journey here at the U of W and to feel pride in your accomplishment. Pride that I and the entire University of Winnipeg community also feels for each and every one of you. And now I'd like to ask everyone to join me in a round of applause for our graduates.
Hello and good morning. I'm Barb Gammy, Chancellor of the University of Winnipeg. It's my honor and privilege for me to be part of your graduation ceremony today. We're here today to celebrate the dedication and tenacity you've shown, and most importantly, the investment you've made in yourself to reach this moment. You are future leaders, change makers, and problem solvers. You will make a positive difference in the world, and we desperately need that at this time. We know you will make all of us proud, your professors, family, friends, and other supporters, proud with what you've accomplished and what you will continue to accomplish in the years to come. I recognize that many of you today have no idea what you want to do next, and I'm here to tell you it's okay. While some of you know exactly the path you're on, be confident that you've built a strong foundation here at the university for success, whatever challenges you take on next. I would encourage all of you to be curious, to ask good questions, be confident in your ability, and remember that learning is a lifelong pursuit. This is a special day on our campus, and I look forward to celebrating your achievements together with you today. I would also like to congratulate the prestigious individuals who are being honored in today's ceremonies. The honorary doctorate recipient Patricia Bovey, Professor Emeritus Peggy Day, Stars of Spence Stephanie Rossi, Clifford J. Robson Memorial Award for Teaching Excellence Ross Stockey. These four individuals have collectively shaped a brighter future through their unwavering commitment to education, philanthropy, and advocacy, leaving a profound mark on our community and inspiring generations to come. The next item in today's program is the presentation of our honorary degree recipients. An honorary degree is the highest honor a university can bestow on an individual. Those who receive the honorary degree demonstrate dedication and excellence in their field and who have made significant contribution to society. This morning, the Honorable Patricia Bovey will receive her honorary Doctorate of Letters. Patricia Bovey will be introduced by Dr. Tracy Whalen. Thank you.
Dr. Bovey, may I please ask that you stand? I have the immense pleasure of presenting Dr. Patricia Bovey, who is being honored with an honorary Doctor of Letters. For over 50 years, Dr. Patricia Bovey has elevated and refined our understanding of Canadian art as a museologist, professor, art historian, gallery director, curator, mentor, and senator. Her connection to the university began in the mid-1970s when she was hired as its first art curator. Dr. Bovey is a woman of many firsts. Dr. Bovey built an art collection that enhanced our campus and taught some of the first art history courses here. Dr. Bovey later established the graduate program in curatorial practices, the first art-oriented Master of Arts program in Manitoba, and taught in it too, mentoring dozens of emerging curators who now lead cultural institutions across Canada. Dr. Bovey was curator of the Winnipeg Art Gallery and director of both the Art Gallery of Greater Victoria and the Winnipeg Art Gallery. Dr. Bovey also founded and directed the Buehler Gallery in St. Boniface Hospital, the first such gallery of its kind in Canada. From 2016 to 2023, Dr. Bovey served in the Senate of Canada, where she was instrumental in installing the first works of Black Canadian artists in the Red Chamber. She is also an esteemed author whose expertise is sought after from Scandinavia to Japan. In her public lectures and parliamentary addresses, Dr. Bovey showed how art, especially art that presents difficult truths, is central to reconciliation. Dr. Bovey is a champion of diversity in the arts and has consistently given voice to societal issues, from climate change to the legacy of residential schools, and has famously pointed out that if we want to comprehend our history, our present, and our future, we must look to the work of visual artists. The University of Winnipeg is proud to bestow an honorary Doctor of Letters on Patricia Bovey, and I would ask the Chancellor to confer this honorary and richly deserved degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University of Winnipeg, I admit you, Patricia Bovey, to the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. It is now my great pleasure to call upon the distinguished guest to address our graduates, Patricia Bovey.
Chancellor Gamy, President Mondor, Dr. Whalen, those two words, such small words, are really inadequate to express my sincerest appreciation for this truly humbling honor that you have bestowed on me today. Honored platform party, special guests, graduates, families, and friends, being part of this congregation, this convocation, is memorable, especially celebrating with my fellow graduates. This university means a great deal to me in many, many ways. So first to the graduates, congratulations. I know the work that you have put into attaining the degrees that you have earned today. You started with a vision, a goal, and an interest. And perhaps those goals shifted as your interests grew and expanded. You applied yourselves day and night, sorted your finances, living arrangements, and personal lives. Many of you come from here, others from across Canada, and some from various parts of the globe. Those from afar learned a whole new culture in addition to their studies. But I congratulate and applaud every one of you. My connections with the University of Winnipeg go back to 1974. 50 years ago, and that's certainly hard to believe, I got a phone call, a life-changing call. Dr. Harry Duckworth, this university's president, wanted the name of someone who could teach modern European art history. He declined every suggestion I gave him. My husband, John, realized he was opening a door for me. And John said, "Gosh, you're blind. Can't you see he's offering you an opportunity?" I privately questioned my ability to do this, but John said, "Dr. Duckworth thinks you can." Several years later, the president called me again about the curatorial position, but he was equally oblique. He said, "If I gave you $1,500 to buy art for the university, what would you do with it?" I immediately drafted a collection policy, which he approved, and I have to say that $1,500 garnered at least 3 times its value in the first year alone. So many were generously supportive of this university's creative initiative. I went through both those doors that Dr. Duckworth opened, and such interesting pathways ensued for me for decades of meaningful engagements with this university and its students in various fields. I am so proud of their accomplishments and am still in touch with many. Why do I say keep the doors open? If you had asked me my path on my graduation, I would have said to be a primary school music teacher. I taught piano through my education years, so I knew that was going to be my gig. Or so I thought. Not a gallery director, professor, or senator, but unexpected doorways opened, and how glad I am that I went through them. My gallery, teaching, and Senate lives all had similar cores, presenting multiple issues from multiple perspectives for multiple audiences all of the time. The difference is that in my gallery life, those multiple perspectives were presented visually. In the Senate, verbally, and in class, both. The goals were understanding who and where we are, our roots, and how we might make this world better. So why the arts? They are integral to every part of society, past, present, and future. The arts express humanity, the humanity everyone has within them, all in this room, at this university, in our community, nation, and world. Art portrays our place, our time, our society, its beauty, crises, and challenges. My empirical and anecdotal research, done over years, spanned a number of countries and diversities, and proved that none of society's key issues can be constructively addressed or indeed solved without the arts. Let's take health for a minute. Those who attend arts events live 2 years longer than others, miss less work, cost the health system less, and get out of hospital a day or two earlier after elective surgery. Good news, right? Look at the active role of arts festivals in reviving dying small communities, or the staggeringly positive results in crime prevention with youth actively engaged in the arts. In some places, that arts involvement by youth reduced 11 to 14-year-olds' recidivism rates by 42 to 62%. The arts, Canada's third largest employer, also contribute to success in education, in addressing environmental issues, the economy, tourism, employment, for an understanding of Canada, all truly positive impacts. The arts are also at the heart of societal endeavors to achieve truth and reconciliation. In my view, a goal only possible through multiple reconciliations, large and small. This past weekend's Agassiz Chamber Music Festival performance of Sounding Thunder, the song of Francis Pegamagabo, the World War I Ojibwe highly decorated military officer who fought at Ypres and Somme, was a perfect example of cultures coming together through the art of music, in the spirit and reality of reconciliation. All of us must be involved in reconciliation, passionately, practically, and collaboratively. Visual art, music, and movement, the three international languages, are the keys to human understanding, even for the youngest of children. The arts link every field of endeavor, and I believe we must listen to works of art, cherish them, and act on them. Last week, a week ago today on D-Day, my Senate Bill S-202 for a Parliamentary Visual Artist Laureate passed both federal houses. On royal assent in the coming days, it will become Canadian law. How exciting to have our nation's business expressed in the international language of visual arts. I hope I met the Prime Minister's challenge when he asked me to serve in the Senate of Canada as the first art historian and museologist. He said I was to work on everything, be independent, and approach everything through the lens of arts and culture. That is what I did. So now, over to you. I have great faith and trust in you as you start the next challenge chapters of your lives, with your newly earned degrees in your special fields. Engage creatively in the world around you. Participate as creator, volunteer, audience member, supporter, or critic. The arts are not a frill, but rather the real glue of society. That's true of the past, is true of the present, and will be true in the future. So keep your doors and pathways open. Don't let fear block new opportunities and experiences. I didn't, and you mustn't. You can make significant positive strides for the future. Enjoy developing true understandings between cultures, generations, and fields of endeavor. Find creative means and ways to come together. My late husband's mantra was, "We are all better off when we are all better off." I share it. That's why I continue my work. Let's all contribute, making us all better off as this university does. Thank you again, Madam Chancellor and Mr. President, and all at the University of Winnipeg, past and present, for this honor and for enriching my life by opening unexpected doors for me. And again, to my fellow graduates, I wish you all the best as you go down your new pathways. Thank you.
Bonjour Gakanauya, bonjour Akiwenzesuk, Ampetu Ashte. I'm really honored to be here, and it's my pleasure to recognize our Professor Emerita Emeritus recipient, Dr. Peggy Day. Peggy, could you please stand? Awesome. So Dr. Day has diligently served the University of Winnipeg for over 3 decades as a scholar, teacher, and administrator. She is renowned for her brilliance and thoughtful engagements in her field of study and for her administrative acumen. She completed her PhD in Ancient Near Eastern Languages and Civilization at Harvard University in 1986 and was one of the first scholars to engage in feminist historical study of the Hebrew Bible / Old Testament in what remains still to this day a heavily dominated, male-dominated field. Her most recent research examines primary and secondary material on the internees of the World War II Japanese prisoner of war and internment camp at Batu Lintang in present-day Malaysian Borneo. As a teacher, Dr. Day has made an ineradicable impression upon generations of students, including several who went on to do graduate work as a result of her mentoring. Dr. Day was also equally dedicated to mentoring and supporting junior academics in the department. As chair of the Department of Religion and Culture for over 15 years, she was an ardent champion of the department, who led changing the shape of the curriculum and made significant contributions to university governance. And I have to just go off script a little bit, because when I first started here at the university just about 30 years ago as a young PhD student, still working on my PhD, Peggy was chair of the department in changing the future of that department, I guess, and started one of the first courses on Indigenous spirituality, which I was invited to come and teach. And then also another course on Indigenous Christian encounter. Like, I think that is so, I respect her and her colleagues for doing that way 30 years ago, long before any Truth and Reconciliation. So we were teaching students about residential school history and that tragic history. So I think that is a really important thing to acknowledge. And I got to tell you, a young PhD student, I couldn't have done it without the support that she showed me. And I think I've seen over the years how much she supported our all faculty, junior faculty, and it really means a lot to me, and I wanted to let her know that, how important she was to me in my academic career, and also helping me through different personal traumas and crises that I went through in my life, and she was there to support me in that, and so I wanted to thank you for that, Peggy. So the University of Winnipeg honors Dr. Peggy Day with the title of Professor Emerita Emeritus for her continued intellectual and scholarly engagement, which has earned admiration and collegial respect. Madam Chancellor, I request that you confer upon Dr. Peggy Day the title of Professor Emerita.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University of Winnipeg, I declare you, Dr. Peggy Day, Professor Emerita, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining.
Congratulations, Dr. Day. Good morning. My name is Dr. Pavlina Radia, and it is my pleasure to recognize two of our staff and faculty award winners this morning. Dr. Ross Stokey, who is being honored with the Clifford J. Robson Memorial Award for Teaching Excellence. Please, Dr. Stokey, may I ask you to stand? Dr. Ross Stokey has taught university mathematics for over 20 years. He teaches some of the most difficult courses and gets glowing student reviews with nearly 100% satisfactory ratings on all his student evaluations of teaching. His expert teaching methods and passion for the subject make math accessible and enjoyable to all. He has supervised many postdoctoral students, graduate students, and undergraduate research assistants with whom he has published several papers. His leadership and initiative have improved the student programming in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. He played a major role in the creation of an open access online pre-calculus review workshop for introductory calculus courses. As department chair and as chair of his department's curriculum committee, he helped develop several courses, one of which helps prepare students for challenging upper-level theoretical math courses. In the wider community, Ross is vice president of the nonprofit Archimedes Math Schools, which offers low-cost after-school math lessons for children. He developed many of their math resources which focus on math skills and enrichment activities. He has also participated in other math-related initiatives, such as the Math Readiness Workshops at the Wichiwakanut Learning Center, the Kangaroo Math Contest, and the Manitoba School Science Symposium. The University of Winnipeg is proud to honor Dr. Ross Stokey with the Clifford J. Robson Memorial Award for Teaching Excellence. Congratulations. It is also my pleasure to present Stephanie Rossi, who is being honored with the Stars of Spence Street Prize. Dear Stephanie, if you could please stand. Stephanie Rossi has worked with thousands of students at the University of Winnipeg and has offered her time, care, and creativity with each one. Her main focus has been academic advising and recognition of prior learning for adult learners. Stephanie has served this important group of students with diligence and dedication for 20 years. Stephanie organizes, hosts, and facilitates the annual Adult Learner Orientation at the start of each fall term, where she shares her knowledge, builds connections, and arranges for speakers to share important information relevant to the unique experiences of all adult learners. She consistently demonstrates a remarkable blend of empathy and leadership, fostering a supportive and inclusive environment for both students and staff. She trains new staff in academic and career services and helps new colleagues in their roles. Stephanie has been recognized for her contribution to the University of Winnipeg's PLAR policies and is a tireless advocate for military PLAR candidates. She quietly pursues the vision of making a university education fully accessible to adult learners and those who are looking to be recognized by the university for what they already know and do. The University of Winnipeg is proud to honor Stephanie Rossi with the Stars of Spence Street Prize.
Well, it's now time for what you've all been waiting for. I call upon Chancellor Barb Gammy to confer the degrees. Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I request you to confer upon these graduands the degree for which they have qualified.
The best part. By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University of Winnipeg, I admit those present and those receiving degrees in absentia to the degrees of which of the prescribed studies have been completed and all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Graduates, you may now shift your cap tassel to the left edge of the cap. I now beg leave to present the graduates for congratulations. We will begin with the graduate degrees, which will be presented by the Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Manish Pandey. The graduates will be hooded by the Provost, Dr. Pavlina Radia. Receiving the Master of Arts degree, Bukola Amolade Ajeye Afuape. Jane Sophia Dandowich. Donglin Guo. Patrick John Harney. Julie Ann Sandra Hebert. Julie is wearing the University of Winnipeg Indigenous stole. Anna Marjorie Neal. Receiving the Master in Public Administration degree joint with the University of Manitoba, Lee Ann Karen. And now the recipients of undergraduate degrees in arts, which will be presented by the Dean of Arts, Dr. Tracy Whalen. First, the Bachelor of Arts honors recipients. Receiving the Ron Norton Prize in Psychology, Tia Hyder Al-Saidi. Sarah Elizabeth Anderson. Bhavya Arora. Carly Ray Bach. Daniel Jake Alpio Begang. Receiving the gold medal for Honors Theatre and Film, Annika Elizabeth Grace Binding. Fräulein John Glenn Boo. Alice Joy Britton. Receiving the gold medal in Honors Geography, Michael Christopher Brown. Michaela Carlson. Caitlin Marie Kutu. Jacob Bradley Kramer. Jacob Day. Amelia Elise Dietzer Dix. Receiving the gold medal in Honors Environmental Studies and Sciences, Drew Jean Kennedy. Receiving the University Silver Medal for the second highest standing in Arts Honours and the Gold Medal in Honours History of Art, Kaylee Lisette Dick. Cassidy Mackenzie Elliott. Ulana Bikumong Entrada. Joshua Charles Wells Farrell. Laurie Margerie Grenier. Kyle Jordan Harper. Alyssa Janelle Penner. Tiffany Hildebrand. Megan Demara Hodgsons. Joshua Josiah Holmes A. Court. Receiving the Gold Medal in Honours Criminal Justice, Lily Grace Kyle. Hannah Amy Mandel. Jenna Nicole McGregor. Tessa Kathleen Cairns McLeod. Receiving the Gold Medal in Honours Classics, Marina Ruby Milne. Receiving the Gold Medal in Honours History, Kate Helen Mary Molden. Sarah Patricia Pelland. Aubrey Peregrino. Alexander Patrick Perron. Receiving the Dr. Dan A. Checky Prize for Excellence in Sociology, Kyle Rathgaber. Navneet Kaur Rehal. Eve Isabella Ross Moore. Olivia Sanderson. Receiving the Chancellor's Gold Medal for the highest standing in arts honors and the Gold Medal in honors psychology, Koila Rose Sawatsky. Receiving the University Silver Medal for the second highest standing in arts honors and the Gold Medal in honors sociology, Sarah Kathleen Sawatsky. Lexi Laird Schroeder. Benjamin David Schrader Hubert. Abigail Lee Schwartz. Claire Patricia Sedgwick. Receiving the Gold Medal in Honors Rhetoric and Communications, Sarah Aileen Suroy. Callista Monique Saint-Hilaire. Catriona Ann Collins Swan. Receiving the Gold Medal in Honors Classics, Colton Reese Van Gerwen. Receiving the Gold Medal in Honors English, Edward Philip Weens. Grace Molly Jane Whiteman. Receiving the Gold Medal in Honors French Studies, Miranda Beth Wilbur. Lucas William Yakimo. And now the recipients of the Bachelor of Arts 4-year degree, Tessa Rose Adamski. Michael Oluwadulopo Ajayi. Sidona Alem. Abdimalik Abdimakarim Ali. Lisa Anandi. Carla Elenhel de Guzman Atanasio. Stella Maria Santos Atienza. Jennifer Breckman. Paul Alexander Kassar. Phoenix Castell. Maisha Wanjiku Costa Getango. Keith Winsley de la Pena. Megan Elizabeth Dudek. Receiving the gold medal in 4-year conflict resolution studies and the gold medal in 4-year human rights, Megan Lillian Dutka. Talia Lee Elfenbein. Jerry Ann Constantino Fidelino. Also receiving a Bachelor of Science degree, Precious Joy Gauthier. Receiving the gold medal in 4-year classics, Lindsay Addison Shaw Green. Joseph Abraham Heron. Julia Taylor Hayes. Cassandra Stephanie Herr. Chloe Mackenzie James Davies. Catherine Gabriella Johnson. Obedi Kabuha. Matthew Alexander Korchak. Hadass Kempner. Dylan Christian Lumanta Simon. William Ian Markham. Receiving the gold medal in 4-year sociology, Alyssa Danielle McDonald. Hugh Neil McLean. Veronica Pearl Rodriguez Melanson. Cindy Maholi Mia Pineda. Riel Elizabeth Miller. Annika Stella Mulholland. Amy Marie Nitachorek. Olufokeo Eyenyileo Lua Olatunde. Priye Samuel Ulungwe. Sahara Pandi. Emma Jade Porter. James Henry Ray. Jade Rose Richardson. Chelsea Maylai Rohatensky. Alden Savick. Frenchie Rose Anunuevo Salagumba. Jaslyn Saramo. Charlie Susanna Stewart Sharp. Daniel Cheyenne. Zuri Rose de Lima Smelsky Remeyar. Rachel Abigail Smith. Reese Noel Saint Pierre. Clifford Allen Stornell. Abby Nicole Swanton. Receiving the gold medal in 4-year East Asian Languages and Cultures, Aaron Martin Ian Tan. Sophia Margaret David Tongson. Hannah Nicole Todd. Matthew Allen Taves. Caitlin Kathleen Tomko. Jaspreet Opal. Amy Eileen Voloshanovsky. Taryn Ann Warnock. Ashley Catherine Weeb. Desiree Brooklyn Wild. And now the recipients of the Bachelor of Arts degree, Yahia Abdul Rahman. Kehinde Adeola Adefiseo. Adamide Victoria Adeogundade. Heorinde Olumide Hakifolorin. Mary Jean Alagao. Sheldon Douglas Anderson. French pronunciation? Ian Matthew Arcand. Isha Aurora. Receiving the gold medal in 3-year interdisciplinary linguistics, Shailene Marie Axel. Zareen Barlas. Shristi Baruwal. Christopher Chase Beach Ducharme. Brittany Isabella Beauchamp. Tia Verena Betzing. Receiving the Lieutenant Governor's Gold Medal for the highest standing in arts 3-year program and the 3-year gold medal in theater and film, Aidan Lawson Billard Dooley. Sage Ogejita Bolanje McLeod. Aidan Paul Broder Engstrom. Jaslyn Audrey May Buchanan. Amy Kadarath. Denise Cal Ortiz. Taylor Beverly Campbell. Amelia Jane Carlson. Receiving the gold medal in 3-year English, Courtney Ann Carmichael. Receiving the gold medal in 3-year Indigenous Studies and the gold medal in 3-year International Development Studies, Dominique Consuelo Carrière. Yuri Gabriel Kauyan. Receiving the gold medal in 3-year Environmental Studies and Sciences, Crimson Dawn Childs. Receiving the gold medal in 3-year Psychology, Gilda Costa Schwasser. Amy Lorraine Kaufman. Marley Galia Cohen. Gabriel Mackenzie Cole. Haley Anita Savar. Janelle Nicole Dara. Roberta Lynn Delier. Jaspreet Singh Dhaliwal. Diksha. Lorenzo Wenceslao Dimson. Ariel Eileen Doyle. Emma Marie Catherine Diaz Dution. Receiving the gold medal in 3-year Anthropology, Cassidy Josephine Dravik. Sylvia Ebi Egede. Patricia Isma. Sarah Svea Maria Ems. Maria Fiore. Nicole Lynn Flett. Sarah Anna Franceschetti. Receiving the gold medal in 3-year criminal justice, Gianna Lucielle Joy Fraze. Brooke Markovich. Elliot Joshua Afranje Gaillard. Shannon Elizabeth Ganter. Ashley Rosina Gahn. Olurunufaranmi Pero Gabadosmis. Gemma Page Gower. Jonathan Luis Medeiros Gredito. Receiving the gold medal in 3-year political science, Danica Elizabeth Grierson. Dakota Willard Gabosh. Tatiana Handel. Alex Hong. Mary Elizabeth Horst. Morgan Laura Hoverstein. Receiving the gold medal in 3-year Rhetoric and Communications and the Robert Thomas Burns Prize in Rhetoric and Composition, Jessica Roslyn Rymack. Emily Jean Jones Isaac. Tiffany Marlene Jackson. Lena Rose Cordelia Judge. Jaskan Walkor. Richard Ferrati Kayanga. Lita Rosanna Kaler. Okay. Haley Marie Kaler. Adil Khan. Jason Laurie Kirkland. Priya Sari Kolu. Jaden Lee Koshalanik Penwarden. Cameron Michael Crawl. Jana Cron. Haley Marie Christensen. Marissa Adri Larveld. Nurchen Lama. Zane Lavalley. Sarah Leo Pichet. Neve Leonard. Kanan Ling. Logan Ariel Lepke. Sierra Marguerite Loisel. Winona Keo McDougall. Jordan Elizabeth Mackey. Meyer Mann. Janica Geneviève Marion. Errol McKay. Cheyenne Hope Teresa McLean. Kennedy Lee Malloy. Kyle Dean George Morose. Muscan. Bruce L. Thomas Muswagon. Nitanis Margaret Mary Neepin. Sarah Karina Nelson. Brianna Erin Hope Nenka. Nathan Philip Neufeld. Emily Brianne Neufeld. Destiny Kiana Tui No. Faith Rhea Melody Ninehouse. Jenna Lee Nolan. Oreolua Omodulapo Oduteo. Oluwatamanlore Oluwaskimekemi Oke. Barakat I Olatunji Aziz. Ashton David Maxwell Olin. Maguire Catherine Orlico. Justina Adenike Oyelele. Receiving the gold medal in 3-year religion and culture, Ian Drew Pentland. Makaden Joy Prayag. Caleb Harrison Prosiak. Sydney Erin Putnam. Gayla Geo Valerio Puyawan. Jillian Ashley Ann Radford. Arshneet Kaur Randawa. Precious Chichindum Ray. Ron Claudette Reagan. Ria. Ivana Jimena Romero Urbina.
It's Dia Marie.
Dia Mariam Saji. Komalpreet Sangha. Theodore Joy Santos. Jada Hope Schellenberg. India Marie Schlegel. Kaylee Rebecca Schrader. Jordan Scott. Jocelyn Montana Marie Semko.
Maya Faith Sharp.
Maya Faith Sharp. Faiza Binte Shaukat. Victoria Spack. Navdeep Sidhu. Harmanveer Singh. Karan Partap. There you go. Karan Partap Singh. Rohit Srinath. Receiving the gold medal in 3-year philosophy, Ian William St. John.
Santa Brigida.
Oh, Santa. Annabelle Santa Brigida. Xavier. Augustus Xavier Stearns. Justin Achilles Labossiere Stetcher. Charlotte Trudy Ann Stevens. receiving the University Silver Medal for the second highest standing in arts 3-year program, and this morning's valedictorian, Ava Marie Stocky. Kendra Lee Stewart. Jeremy Tyler Stubbs. Lydia Sturdy. Benjamin Mark Shuchuk. Julia Elizabeth Tan. Adriana Serenity Elizabeth Tavares. Brooklyn Talipsky. Matthew Daniel Timko. Jaden Dawn Unick. James Alexander Valle. Kendra Vandergraaf Harrison. Najama Wadi. Also receiving a Bachelor of Business Administration degree, the Chancellor's Gold Medal for the highest standing in Business and Economics 3-year program, the Gold Medal in 3-year Business Administration, and the Gold Medal in 3-year Human Rights, Bailey J. Wall. Matilda Rose West. Michaela Sylvia Mary Wilbon. Michaela Hope Alexandra Wills. Ziggy Yan. Zichi Yin.
I am pleased to present the graduating class of Spring 2024. I now have the pleasure of presenting this year's valedictorian, Ava Stocky. Ava chose to study at the University of Winnipeg because of its small class sizes, but also because of its reputation as an excellent liberal arts university. She wanted flexibility when choosing an arts or science degree, and she was fortunate to choose a university where she had parents who are both outstanding teachers, one of whom was honored earlier today. She's graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics and English. These areas of study are not commonly taken together. However, Ava believes the principles behind each area can often overlap. During her studies, Ava received prestigious scholarships in both mathematics and English. In 2022, she received the Peter Paul Scholarship in English, and in 2023, she received the Dr. Jesse Blackwood Lang Scholarship from the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. She also won a highly competitive NSERC Undergraduate Student Research Award, which enabled her to participate in an undergraduate research project in mathematics. Her research project, Quadrature Rules Involving Derivatives, was conducted under the supervision of Dr. Matthew Wiersma. In the fall, Ava will attend the University of Manitoba Robson Hall Faculty of Law. The University of Winnipeg is proud to honor Ava Stocky as valedictorian.
Thank you so much. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, distinguished guests, family and friends, and fellow graduates. I would be remiss if I didn't begin by thanking the countless people who helped us through those moments where we felt like running up the library stairs, barging into the silent zone while tossing books to the floor, and dramatically declaring that we were going to drop out in a rage induced by caffeine and sleep deprivation. To the friends who studied with us in coffee shops, the family members who made sure we ate balanced meals during exam season, and the professors who answered our questions, helped us with assignments, and tried to make our university experiences as normal as possible while teaching on Zoom. You are the reason I do not have property damage on my criminal record, and for that, I am eternally grateful. During the summer of my second year, I was fortunate to get the opportunity to work with a professor on a math research project. I spent my days in a room on the first floor of Centennial Hall that I have come to affectionately call the Math Dungeon. Picture a room in desperate need of a seasonal depression light. No windows, yellowing walls, a single flickering light bulb that engulfs the room in a mustard-like glow. 4 math majors, hereafter referred to as the Math Boys, who have a math textbook book club. And me. My days in the Math Dungeon slowly began to blur together. I would arrive first thing in the morning and agonize over equations. I would eavesdrop on conversations about favorite math theorems and Pythagoras-themed tattoos. But Fridays were different. Throughout the morning, a palpable level of excitement would build in the room. Occasionally, one of the math boys would say something like, "Today's the day," or "I can hardly focus on my math, I am so excited." Then, promptly at 12 p.m., we would all emerge from the dungeon and walk 10 minutes from the university to a diner decorated with wall hangings adorned with life-changing slogans, such as, "You're just like bacon, you make everything better." Or, if I had to choose one word to describe myself, it would have to be, "Can't follow orders." Every Friday, the math boys would all order the same thing: a sandwich topped with 2 fried eggs, a piece of bacon, a slice of tomato, and a Kraft single. I would order the chicken fingers as a confusing act of rebellion. I have never encountered such passion. The math boys talked about that sandwich as though it was their firstborn child. It got to the point where I became convinced that one bite of the sandwich was going to fundamentally change my life. So I decided it was time to try it. I don't know about you, but I think I had always envisioned university looking a very specific way. I would arrive on the quad and immediately be scouted by an on-campus a cappella group due to my mysterious nature and voice of an angel. I would reluctantly join the a cappella group, fundamentally change the inner workings of the a cappella group, and pretty much single-handedly catapult the a cappella group to stardom. Then I would spend the rest of my life pouring my heart and soul into my two true passions, song and dance. Instead, I learned that life, it's not pitch perfect, guys. Sometimes life is pitch mediocre at best. I spent the first 2 years of university staring at black boxes who were supposedly my classmates and trying to envision my professors' homes based on their Zoom backgrounds, feeling like a child pretending to be an adult. I majored in undecided. When I finally declared my major, I chose English and math, the two most different subjects I could think of, in hopes that it would cover everything in between. I didn't know what my passions were. I didn't know what career I wanted to have. I hoped that no one would notice that the arms of my suit jacket stretched far past my palms, that no one would notice my briefcase was empty. And as I bit into that sandwich, I think part of me hoped that it would solve all my problems. I would take a single bite and I would understand. I would know who I wanted to be. I would know what I wanted to do. The truth was, I wanted to care about something as much as the math boys cared about that sandwich. Maybe life wasn't that complicated. Maybe life was just 2 fried eggs, a piece of bacon, a slice of tomato, and a Kraft single. And I was the bread. But as I took in the flavors of the sandwich, I felt nothing. Don't get me wrong, it was a fine sandwich. I mean, with those ingredients, come on. But I didn't feel fundamentally changed in the way I had hoped. So the next week, I returned to my chicken fingers, feeling deflated in the way you often do when things don't meet your expectations. I thought about the sandwich a lot, often late at night when I couldn't sleep. I would analyze its components, searching for meaning. Maybe there was a hidden message somewhere in the egg yolk. Maybe it was in the golden brown toast on the bread. And I reached a conclusion. Sometimes a sandwich is just a sandwich. Maybe that's okay. Maybe it doesn't need to be anything more. Maybe not everything in life needs to be profound or certain to be meaningful. Sometimes a sandwich is just a small good thing. And I urge my fellow graduates to seek out other small good things. And if you are lucky enough to find your sandwich, do not hesitate. Dig in and savor every bite. Thank you.
Thank you, Eva, and congratulations, graduates. Well, you are all now University of Winnipeg alumni. I am Brent Corrigan. I'm the president of the University of Winnipeg Alumni Council. And on behalf of our alumni community, I extend our heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. Your journey as alumni begins today, and it's a journey of lifelong learning and growth. Today, I want to encourage you to stay connected to your university. The University of Winnipeg will continue to be your university, and those sitting around you now, as well as many more who have sat in those same seats before you, are your alumni community. Our Alumni Association offers a variety of opportunities for networking, personal and professional development, and contributing to the life of the university. We hope you will stay connected with your Alumni Association. Thank you and congratulations.
Once again, and on behalf of the University of Winnipeg, congratulations, graduates, and best wishes for a future filled with personal satisfaction, great success, and much happiness. This concludes this morning's convocation ceremony. I invite everyone to join us for a reception outside on Marcia Hannon Way. Please rise and remain in place for the departure of the academic procession. I now declare the 21st convocation proceedings recessed.